Good evening, gentlemen. This is Ray Swolebody, the Mavericks' biggest choker of the playoffs, whatever it is. All right, welcome. It's about 6 o'clock. Tuesday, I believe the finals here getting started between the Rockets and the Mavs. Sorry for the delay. As you can see, the background's a little different. Mom Dukes had a little surgery yesterday. Everything's good. She had what's called a hiatal surgery, where basically her stomach as well as her colon came up into her lungs to where she couldn't breathe. So they kind of had to fix everything so that it's back where it should be. Anyways, back to get a quick recap of the playoffs. Mavericks, Warriors. Biggest choke of the playoffs was me. I'm up 2-0, up going in last minute and a half or so, and Draymond goes and out rebounds Boban and KP. Everyone claps for the rebound. Draymond kicks it out to Steph. Steph hits a green bean three to go up two with about a minute or so left, and I think that's about the last time I led all playoffs. Congratulations to the Warriors, moving on. Uh, the Rockets moved on past the Trailblazers. The in the Eastern Conference, the Bucks advanced, as did the Hawks. In the Western Conference Finals, it was a tough series with the Rockets advancing, beating the Warriors. Warriors are tough with their three guards. Willie Cauley-Stein is the next great big man right there. Next, over in the Eastern Conference Finals, it was a relatively competitive series. Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks eventually won. So let's do a quick breakdown of the finals. We have Rockets, we have Bucks. Um, let's see here. One thing I thought that was very interesting when I was going and looking at the data was that the Bucks are shooting 53%. The Rockets are shooting 48%. That's not a big difference, but that's saying that the Bucks are getting better shots. It's probably mainly have to do with Giannis, because if you go and you look at scoring breakdowns, the Giannis is averaging, I think, like close to 40, and the next closest scores, believe it or not, is Wesley Matthews. I was very surprised when I went and looked up that information. He only has two players scoring in double digits, but once again, he has Giannis. If we go over here and we look at the Rockets, I believe, have three players in double digits, which I think may help. Going with that, one big difference between the two teams was the point differential. It looks like the Bucks are getting a lot of games at a wide margin. They're averaging more than 8.5 points per game from their opponents, so they're not used to playing in close games. Whereas the Rockets have about a 1.5 point differential, so they are used to playing in close games. I do think a lot of these games will come down to the wire. If we look at the teams, the Bucks have Giannis surrounded with Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe, the Lopez brothers. So they do have a good team. They have shooters around him. Wesley Matthews is a great 3-and-D player. And then we look over at the Rockets. The Rockets outside of James Harden, because it's going to be Harden versus Giannis. All right, outside of James Harden, he made the in-season trade to get Trae Young, as well as Andre the Clamper Iguodala's in there, Clint Capella, uh, Eric Gordon's in there. We have Austin Rivers. All right, PJ Tucker. So there's a lot with the Rockets as well. Um, my personal prediction, I'm still going to go with the Rockets. I think it goes 5 games. I think that the Rockets will go ahead and they will do a combination of Capella and Iguodala and hope for the best against Giannis. If you take Giannis out, I'm not sure the Bucks have enough scoring power to keep up with the Rockets, because we already know Bucks are going to put Giannis on Harden, and I think that if you take out Harden, I think that the Rockets have enough power around him. It just comes down as a user good enough to advance, or not advance, but good enough to make plays on the fly if your best player is taken away. What can you do? They have enough supporting cast with Capella and Gordon and Trae Young to make things happen. I'm not sure if you take away. I'm not sure if the Bucks have enough firepower. Maybe Bledsoe can get hot. Maybe Middleton can get hot as well. But I'm not quite sure I see enough from the Bucks. Uh, I do think the Bucks are a great user. I think they're both good users. I think Bucks are a better user. That's not taking anything away from the Rockets. The Rockets did get there. The Rockets have. I personally think the Rockets have a better team. I think that the Rockets are going to win. It's going to go 5. Let's get to the worst user in the league, Thunder. Like I said, the Thunder and I, we are 30 minutes away in here in Richmond, Virginia. So we were talking earlier. He doesn't want to say it in chat, but the Thunder thinks that the Bucks are going to run away with this series. He is not confident at all that the Rockets can stop Giannis. He's not quite sure how the Rockets are going to be able to score. He is 100% riding with the Bucks. He's also talking a very, very big game, and I don't think he can back up next season. Thunder won't even make the playoffs. I hope he gets. I hope none of his picks are in the top 10 when we do the lottery, and I hope I hope Chris Paul stays above an 80, so we can't use amnesty on him either. But once again, you heard it here first. It's going 5 games. I still see the Rockets beating the Bucks. I think there'll be a blowout on each team. However, I think the other 3 games will be close. Last game, obviously, Rockets win in a close one going into overtime. Enjoy, boys.